a very, very long time actually. But I've never really known how to do it online. But now that, with the business and everything, I'm kind of used to doing calls online. I thought, cool, let me do this for the team, but let me make it public for everyone to jump on. So yeah, today's our first session, and we're actually going to go over how to get started in your self-love journey, literally. Because I believe that self-love and self-confidence is literally the key to everything. Like, if you want to be successful, if you have certain goals, if you have dreams, whatever it is, you need to be kind of confident, and you need to love yourself in order to do that, because you need that drive that's like, okay, cool, nothing can hold me back, right? So I'm going to share my screen with y'all, because I actually have like a little presentation, just because I think everyone learns differently, and I was thinking, other people might want this, so that's why I did a little presentation. So yeah, as I said, we're gonna get started with how to start your self-love journey, and I'm probably going to share a bit about my own journey as well. So feel free to take notes, whether it be on paper, which is better, because actually what it is that, when you listen to something, you're only going to remember about 5% if you don't take notes. And also, when you're typing, you're not using as much muscles as when you're actually writing things down. That's why I keep saying, have a notebook, have a notepad, and also note takers are money makers. So let's get it. You know what I'm saying? So the first thing on how to start your self-love journey is actually diving deep, seeking self, and getting to know yourself, right? And that's because you have to be aware. Anything that you struggle with in life, any problems that you go through, you have to be aware that you are struggling. Because without awareness, you will never change. Without awareness, you can never change a situation. You can never get out of that kind of thing. If you're arguing with someone about the same thing constantly for years, it's never going to change, because you're not aware of, okay, what's going on. We're going in circles. You need to be aware of what's going on within yourself and around you. So with that being said, too much self-awareness can actually reduce your self-esteem. So we need to find a healthy balance, right? And that's probably like the trickiest thing, because I definitely, with being a dancer and performing from when I was younger, I always was self-aware, but there was moments when it kind of turned over of being too self-aware, and that would, make you feel anxious, or make you feel like, oh my God, like everyone's looking at me, or everyone's doing this and da-da-da. You're going to start comparing yourself in certain situations. So with diving deep and seeking for self, I mean that you actually have to find out what your reason is of why you're here, right? Like, what is your purpose? What is your reason for still being alive? Like, we all are here for a reason. That's what you have to understand. Like, yes, you might feel down. You might feel like, okay, cool, like I'm just here, I'm just existing. You literally have a reason. Like, the reason of blood flowing through your veins, the reason of you being able to breathe, you can see, you can hear, you can taste food, you can smell, all these things. A lot of people can't even talk. A lot of people they don't have a clear sight or whatever. Can everyone mute themselves, please? That would be the easiest right now, so I don't have to leave the presentation. Um, but yeah, just, like, what is your purpose? Why are you here? What do you want people to remember when they talk to you? What do you want people to take away from when they meet you in person, when they hear your voice? What do you want people to say when they see your picture, or, see you speaking in a video? Like, it can't just be about looks. It needs to be about yourself as a person, right? So that's what I'm saying. You need to know what your purpose is. What do you want people to feel when you come in touch with them, or when you get close to them? That's really the thing that I'm going in for. And that might be a very hard question to some of y'all, but you need to ask yourself that constantly every day. What is going to fulfill you and also make the world a better place, so to say? And, oops, sorry. The next thing is, this is a hard question. I'm going to be honest with y'all. This is a hard question, and it might, you might struggle with this a lot. So the question you should ask yourself is, how long have you been struggling to love yourself? Or how long have you been struggling with being unhappy, right? So was there a trauma? Was there a triggering event that kind of set it off? Or, what's the first memory of you thinking you're not happy with yourself? What's the first time that you actually felt like, damn, like I really can't deal with myself right now, but on a serious one? And this could be triggered through a lot of different things, right? So it could be childhood trauma, teenage experiences, mental health issues, eating disorders, neglect by parents, loved ones, or yourself. So what I want you guys to understand is that when I say childhood traumas, I'm not saying that you had a bad childhood or that your parents did a bad job. Okay, that's not the case. Like, my mom is actually even on this call, and like I'm so happy that she's my mother. Like I couldn't wish for a better mom, you know? So I don't say that this childhood trauma, whatever you were going through, is based upon your parents, but there's things that we deal with as children that, you know, we're gonna feel hurt at some point, or we're gonna remember these things in a like traumatic way, and we never know how to deal with it because we're at that age where it's just like emotions are taking over our body and our mind doesn't know how to deal with it. So these things are going to stay in your subconscious, right? And you're going to act upon that even if you don't know exactly what's going on. With teenage experiences, that is one point for me, 100%, because after my first breakup, like I was heartbroken, like the guy cheated on me and all that stuff. So that was literally, for me, that was a big, big thing of, you know, hitting me deep down of having to deal with myself or not being happy with myself. So teenage experiences could also be, you know, when people were, how do you say that in English? Mobbing? Is that the same word? I don't even know. But if people are just constantly nagging on you, right? There's people that have been going through a lot of stress in school. Even me growing up in Germany, I went to school where there's mainly just white people, and I've always had locks, and I've always been that kind of person that's just very outgoing and different, you know? So yes, I've had rough moments in Germany where I'm like, damn, like obviously that made an impact on my self-esteem in the long run, because at some point you have to deal with it, you know? And mental health issues could be like the smallest things, but I'm pretty sure that you guys know that we all go through some kind of depression at some point, or, you know, sadness, whatever it may be. And then when it comes to eating disorders, you know, I had an eating disorder. I had a binge eating disorder. And that was like another thing for me that I had to realize after some time on, okay, cool. That's probably like the first step where I started not loving myself because I did something that's not good for me, or that doesn't even feel good, right? Then neglect by parents, loved ones, or yourself. As I said, this could be loved ones, it could be yourself, self-neglect, that you're not really taking yourself in. And even as a child, there could be moments when you wanted attention and you didn't get it in that minute, but that could actually, you know, lead to a traumatic experience for you as a little person. That's just how it is, and that's fine, but you have to find the reason, okay? The reason why I'm saying that is because the first steps that I want you guys to take is to write down what you dislike about yourself, okay? This is gonna probably hurt. For the women in here, I don't know if there's any guys on, there's actually one guy at least on this call, my bro Annie. But as a girl, you might actually go through some tears, right? We are human beings, we are emotional beings. As girls, it's even a bit more intense. So, you know, these things won't be easy, but you have to do it. If you really want to change, if you really want to get to that level of self-confidence where you're like, where people come up to you and are like, yo, this girl's confident. Like, what did you do? You know, then you need to go through the pain. You need to go through the dark moments, and that's completely fine. So write down what you dislike about yourself, whatever it be, how much it's going to be, whatever. I want you to identify the reason for each of these negative points that you wrote down. I want you to take them in and give them a reason. So if you say, for example, I think I am ugly, right? I want you to identify the reason of why you're saying that. Because I want you to realize that most of the things that you say about yourself are really not valid. Like, let's be honest here. A lot of women struggle with, you know, body confidence, with their looks, with their personality, whether it be that you're too quiet and no one takes you serious, whether it be that you're too loud and outgoing and guys are intimidated by you. You know, it could be going both ways, but you will realize while you listen out all these things that it's like, that is actually such a stupid thing that I'm writing down and calling negative about myself. So once you realize that, even if you don't, I want you to, you know, what you could do is burn them, because that's going to be the easiest way to let them go. You need to let go of these thoughts of yourself, right? So you could burn them, you could throw them out, you can rip it. I like to rip it and then burn it after, or just burn it. Burning is something is really like, it's a deeper thing that you're going to feel when you burn something. You're like, okay, this is gone now. Like, I need to let go of this, because even looking at the flame is going to make you realize this is some bullshit that's going right now. And sorry for my language, but that's how you have to let go of that. The third point is, remember, you're in the molding stage, guys. Your blessings are not done yet. Like, you're here for a reason. As I said, remember your heart. Sorry, okay, cool. Someone muted themselves already. But remember the heart. Remember the soul you have, okay? This is not based upon this whole thing I'm talking about when it comes to self-love. I'm not talking about your looks. I'm not talking about your outer being, your physical body. That is not what matters, because that's what makes most people, you know, unconfident. looking at themselves and thinking, oh damn, like I'm too this, I'm too that. That's why I said go deeper. I need you to connect with soul. I need you to connect with spirit. I need you to connect with yourself. Because then it's like, okay, cool. You will remember, I have this beautiful soul. I have this heart that's pumping all the time for some reason, right? So your blessings are not done yet. God is not done with you. Whatever you believe in, it's not done with you yet. You're here. You're still here. You're still breathing. That in itself is enough. Then number 4 is write down what you love about yourself. Okay. If there's nothing that you love, something that you like, something that you're like, content with or happy with, something that makes you feel good. Okay. So it could be that if you're a good cook, you could be like, I'm very good at cooking. I don't know, I'm a good makeup artist, something like that. I look good in a dress. I look good in red. Whatever about yourself is good, write it down. And I want you to read that to yourself every day and write it out every day. The thing is with writing and reading to yourself, it's going to do a lot to your energy, to your frequency, because you're going to constantly remind yourself, you're going to constantly read it and be like, oh, this is so nice about myself. And over time, you're going to add more things, trust me, because you're going to find new things. If you're going to do this every day, you will run out of the same ideas, right? You can't write down every day, I like my eyes. Like, no, you're going to stop after at least 3 days. You're going to be like, I wrote that for the last 2 days. I need something new. And then you're going to sit down and think, what do I like about myself? Maybe you're a helpful person. Maybe you're a very loving person. Maybe you're a person that's very smart in certain aspects of life and can always give people the right advice on what to do. You could even ask your friends or family members if you struggle with this, ask them, what do you like about me as a person, as my spirit, not my look, not my outer being. What do you like about me? Ask them and they will probably give you a list of at least 10 things that are beautiful about you. And another thing, this is very important. I think this is a very, very big one for me, is have a mirror around, okay? Have a mirror in your room, in the hallway, a lot of places. Like for me, I noticed that when I moved to London from Germany, I didn't have a mirror at the beginning. And it's like my self-love and is faded because I was not really taking myself in. I didn't have that time with myself of, looking in the mirror, looking, okay, cool, this looks nice, or this is whatever, or I need to change this. Like as a woman, especially, it's going to give you a lot of things to play with in your mind. And like, okay, cool. Like, look at yourself in different positions, different directions. Like if you're on the phone, you can even look at yourself while you're on the phone doing something. Like just take yourself in. It's a simple reason to look at yourself more, to find the beauty within yourself and in your outer body. Because with self-love and self-confidence, it's not just, I want you to focus on the inner first, right? But then in the long run, you still want to be confident within your body, in what you have right now, in the physical body that you are in this life, okay? The physical body that you're here with. You need to be comfortable with that. So having a mirror around is literally the best thing to do. And I want to just say, yes, this will take some healing time, okay? This will take some time. This is a journey. This is a process. This is not going to happen from today until next Sunday, right? This is not going to be it. I'm sorry. Like, I'll just keep it straight up with you guys, but you won't love yourself from one day to another, and that's completely fine, which is why I keep saying, repeat those things. Do those things every day. Make sure you spend time with yourself on all these things. So be prepared that certain days you will feel like on top of the world, and other days it will go down again. You're like, damn, what happened, right? But because it's a journey, it's like a roller coaster. It goes up and down. And then until one day you're at that level where you're like, okay, cool, I got here now. The work worked, if that makes sense. And I want you to stop looking at the world through your eyes, because what you guys need to understand is if you're in a low state of mind, in a depressive mood, in a sad mood, you're going to look at the world in a bad way, right? Even with what's going on right now, you might be looking at the world in a bad way. But you need to look at the world and yourself as the highest force that created it all. As I said, whatever you believe in, whatever created you, but there is something that created us. There is something that put us here, right? Whether it be God, the universe, higher force, there is a reason. So, and that reason is to just take something in. Take in, it's the little things. If you walk in a park and you look at the trees blowing in the wind, remembering how rain smells, remembering how rain sounds. That's why some people that have sleeping issues, they will listen to rain. Okay, they will put on the sound of rain and go to sleep because that calms you down. Remember nature, be in tune with nature, guys. Can everyone mute themselves, please? Because actually, I'm gonna do it quickly. Can I do it? Give me a second, guys. Give me a second.
Can I quickly say something?
Can you say it at the end, love?
Okay, don't worry.
Thank you. Cool. So everyone should be muted. I just kind of want us to get through this, and at the end, there's time for questions anyway, and masterminding and stuff. But look at yourself as the highest thing. Like as I said, remember how the nature is. Like the nature is just there. Like it is what it is, and it is beautiful within itself. And I feel like a lot of people nowadays, we're just so focused on technology, social media, materialistic things, money, all these things. Like life is running past you. And that's why it's beautiful to have, like, for example, a holiday. Like once I go to Jamaica, once I go back home, I feel so relieved. I feel so fulfilled because you're more in tune with nature. You're actually taking the time to just sit at the beach, sit in a park. That's why everyone loves summertime. Yeah, you might not like the heat, but deep down we all like summertime because it gives us a feeling of being connected more with nature. And this in the long run is even going to help you with self-esteem because it's all going to make more sense to you of remembering that you're part of nature, right? You're here for a reason. Like you're beauty in itself, whether you believe it or not. And for you actually, so to create, as I said, the creator has already seen you at your highest level. Whatever you believe in has seen you at your highest level. So for it to become reality, the only thing that you need to do is actually you need to believe it, because the mind plays a big, 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 big part in everything that we do. And I'll probably go into that, in the future and more sessions. But the mind is that literally where everything happens, where everything stems from. Everything you have in your life right now, experiences, everything you've gone through, the house you live in, the way your room looks, the people you have around you, you manifested that consciously or subconsciously with your mind, okay? So you can manifest how you want to look. What I did before I started my fitness journey, for example, was while I was working out, or even when I was not feeling for working out, I visualized the type of body structure that I wanted to have, or the way I wanted to feel in my body, right? While I was going through that journey. And you need to do that. You need to do that. There's going to be dark moments when you need something to lift you up, because no one can do it for you. Like, yes, you can hop on calls like this, you can have friends that help you motivate, but deep down it needs to come from you. So you're the only person that can actually change it if you start believing in it. Because everyone around you is going to tell you you're beautiful. Everyone around you is going to tell you you're smart, you can do this, you don't need to feel like that about yourself. Which is why I want to give you points that you can actually do within your own time, guys. That's most important. And if it's not the end, you need to keep going. Like, you're still here. It's not the end. What are you going to do? So just stay crying every day? Like, you can't be doing that. You need to keep going. Pace it up. Like, go, go, go. There's no time to waste. You know what I'm saying? Even with now, the world has this virus, the situation going on. And I've had people around me that, said for fun, the world is coming to an end, da, da, da. And I'm like, you shouldn't even be saying things like that. Like that ass. Like, I don't know what you're trying to do with saying stuff like that, putting that out into the universe. Because in my mind, like, I still can see until I'm like 95 of how I want my life to go, right? And I know deep down, that's why when there's things going on with the world, I'm like, I am guided, I am guarded, I'm protected. And that is because I know myself, I know where I'm going, I know why I'm here. Okay, I know my purpose. That's what you need to know in order to keep it going, keep it stepping. And one other thing is affirmations. That's probably a thing that, people hear about all the time. But in order to start loving yourself, you need to reprogram your mind to love. Because at that point where you're at right now, or where you was, or, the point that you want to get out of, your brain is kind of programmed to think extremely negative about yourself, literally all the time. You will have so many doubts in yourself. You will kind of hold yourself back about everything. But you need to say things that make you feel good, okay? A good way to do affirmations is to say it while you're looking at yourself in the mirror. I think that's the most powerful thing, because you can literally stare yourself into the eyes and you're going to feel a connection, because you're like, yo, I'm talking to me, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is me. And it might feel weird at the beginning, but trust me, if that's what you have to do to feel better, that's what you have to do. And I'm just sharing with you guys what helped me throughout the years, right? So affirmations could be, I am beautiful, I am enough, I am strong, I am loved, I am abundant, I am happy, I am healthy, I'm gorgeous, or for the guys, I'm handsome, I'm successful, I'm smart. anything that you want to feel like, say it to yourself. You could even just say I am beautiful to yourself a million times, and trust me, it's going to make you feel better. I need you guys, though, to believe this when you say that to yourself. And that's probably the hardest part, right? At the beginning, you're going to feel very awkward. Very awkward, might even cry. I had moments where I started crying because I was like, I'm dead ass doing this right now because I need to do it. And that was just, for me, that was kind of like is a nice moment, but then again, it's like, yo, I'm actually going through some shit. And it hurts that I'm going through this. Because it's like, I don't think everyone is going through this, but that's just the journey that you're on. That's just the reflection that you have. That's just the awareness that you have that, yes, this is hurting right now, but you're going to feel better. And trust me, if you do this every day, after at least, like latest after a week, you're going to believe it when you say it. And I don't want you guys to say like, I'm beautiful, I'm enough, I'm strong. No, you need to say it loud and proud, like you're actually believing it already, because that's the only way it's going to work. If you do this for 10 months and just be like, I'm beautiful, I'm enough, it's not going to work. Okay, just take this serious and do it. It's going to feel good after a while, trust me. So as I said, with anything, yeah, if you have other things like I am healthy, I'm wealthy, I'm rich, I'm a 6-figure earner, I'm a millionaire, I'm a business owner, I am a singer, like I have the most beautiful voice, anything that you want, right? Just say that to yourself. Keep on repeating that. And now the last one I'm going to go over is actually the 4 C's of confidence, right? So the first C stands for courage. So courage is actually walking through a door and not knowing what's on the other side. And I think that's one thing that we struggle with the most. Like, that's just the thing where it's like, you need confidence for that. Like, for me, I think that started happening when it comes to like acting and modeling and dancing. Like, there's moments when you're like, damn, there's going to be a lot of people in there, but you need to have that confidence within yourself. You need to have that courage that, you can just walk there and just be yourself. And you're not going to be there like, oh my God, what's going on? And you're extremely self-aware. You want to be free. You want to just live. You want to feel good about it, right? So just walk. Just go through that door. And taking action is possible when real purpose is recognized. That's why I keep saying, what is your purpose? What is your reason for being here? What do you want people to feel or see or remember when they meet you, right? So when you have that real purpose, that is when taking action is going to be so easy, because you're gonna want to do it. It's going to be in your body like, yeah, I want to do this. I want to do this. You know what I'm saying? Then the second C is commitment. Write and read those affirmations to yourself every day. As I said, every day. Spend time with yourself every day. Now you actually are blessed. Right now is the perfect time to just stay in and be with yourself. Yes, you might live with your parents, family, might have a partner, whatever, significant other, but make sure that even if you're in a house with a lot of people, you take at least 30 minutes to yourself. I usually say like 30 minutes to 2 hours. I'm not gonna lie, but I'm the person that like I'm the youngest of 6, right? And there's like a gap between me and the others. So I'm kind of like, I had to play with myself. I had to spend time with myself here and there, right? So yes, I like being alone, but throughout this process of finding self-love and confidence more, I had to be alone, because that is the only time when you're actually going to get to know yourself. You're actually going to have to think about, cool, what is it that I like? What is it that I desire for the future? Or what do I want to do right now in this moment? What do I enjoy? Do I enjoy, I don't know, doing makeup? Do I enjoy reading a book? What do you like? You're going to find out a lot of things about yourself, and that's the beauty within it. It's like, when you meet a new person and it's just like, oh my God, I really like this guy, or I really like this girl, whatever. It's so interesting. Da, da, da. You need to feel like that with yourself. Like, you need to feel like that with yourself. You can't even, it's not about other people. Like, at the end of the day, like, even if you don't love yourself right now, you can't be in a relationship. I'm straight up telling you that, because there's going to be things that are going to be, struggle situations. And if you're not clear of who you are or what you want, it's gonna do a lot. So be excited to get to know yourself, meet yourself. Like, you grow every day. Like, yes, you are the person that knows yourself most, right? But you don't know everything. We change every day. If you actually the type of person that does something new every day, that pushes themselves every day, you're gonna be a new person in a week. You know what I'm saying? There's always new things going on. And look at yourself in the mirror every day. As I said, that has a lot to do, with your confidence of your physical body, and just with the affirmations as well. Do it. Then push yourself every day. I had the time when I just had to, literally step out of my comfort zone every day. I think the main part where that started for me was definitely acting school, right? Because I always like to act, but going to acting school is a whole different experience. And I can say that this helped me for sure. I'm not saying that everyone should go to acting school. I'm just saying that in that predicament, I had to push myself out of my comfort zone. And I realized that, okay, cool, once I do that, it is such a beautiful feeling afterwards. Like in that moment, you might be extremely anxious. You might want to cry. You might want to run out the room. You might want to, I don't know, just stop it. Because I know a lot of people that start panicking, right? They do something for the first time and it's extremely out of their comfort zone. They might be like, yo, I'm stopping this right now. And I'm just like, no, don't stop. This is the time when you're going to grow. This is the best time. And you guys need to start making those decisions. Because like, you know, the decision starts, it's just the now that you have. It's the past that you can reminisce on and remember and learn from. The past is there to learn from, yeah? But the present right now is going to shape your future. So if you're in a like moment where it's sticky for you, like you want to get out of it, but you know it's going to do you so good, you're going to grow and blossom after that, do it. Tell yourself, just do it, Naomi. Like, just do it. You're not going to die. Like, come on. Like, just do this. Just do it. Like, it's going to, trust me, afterwards, you're going to feel so good. You're going to feel so good. So push yourself every day. Third C is capabilities. So we are all capable of changing our own lives, okay? You are capable and you are ready right now. As I just said, the past is there to learn from, right? Mistakes that we did, things that we didn't go well and that we want to achieve now and want to better. And then the future is a sticky one because yeah, we know we're going to the future, but you actually have no control over that. The only thing you have control over is literally this moment right now. This moment right now of writing these things down. This moment right now of this, making the decision for yourself. Yeah, I'm going to do these things like Naomi said and try it out. At least try it. You know, because there's so many people that I know, they, whether it be anything in life, any, like dancing, business, whatever, it's just like, oh, I'm not ready yet. I feel like I need to do this first. You're never going to do it. You're never going to do it. You know how many times I've told myself this and that I'm going to do? What happened to that? I didn't do it. Like I was just literally not doing it. So that's how I learned, you know, successful people make decisions very quick. It's either yes or no. Because you don't have time. Your brain is going to do so much rewiring and it's just going to be like, it's going to get you out of that zone. For example, the business that I'm doing, I got started right away. For me, that was a decision of, okay, I manifested something like this because I was looking for a certain type of income and it came to me now, got presented on the platter. And yes, I'm scared. Yes, I'm fearful. Yes, I don't fully know what's going on, but I'm going to do it right now. Because if I don't do it, if I'm trying to do it in a week, I'm not going to do it, bro. That's like being on a workout journey or being on a fitness journey, being like, I'm just going to work out tomorrow. I'm going to eat chocolate today. That journey is never going to start. Okay, you're never going to see results because I did that. Before I had my successful fitness journey, I had a lot of journeys that I started and just no. Okay, just do it. You are capable. You are ready right now. This is the perfect moment. We only have this moment. So why don't you use this moment? You know what I'm saying? Like this is the only time you have. And if you actually take action in all these three C's, you reach the fourth C, which is confidence. Simple. Each C that we practice gives you different confidence in your life, right? That's why I went through courage, commitment, capabilities. Also, it's going to teach you a lot of different things. You're not just going to learn what to do. You can also like, you know what I'm saying, like how I can tell you guys what to do or what I helped me, you can share with other people and it's going to help them. And that was the main thing why I kind of like, you know, stepped out there because I was like, it's not just me that goes through this. And once I started realizing that, it felt even more beautiful and even more genuine to share with people. Because you all need to understand, we all go through so much things. You're not alone, right? You're never alone. But a lot of people are scared to talk about it. And that's why I have made the decision to like share this with you guys and see if it's going to help you and stuff. But that was basically it about the, you know, presentation and what I wanted to talk about. Now I'm literally going to open it up for questions, mastermind time and stuff like that. So I'm going to stop sharing the screen. Sorry, I can't even talk. What's going on? We have a whole 16 people on here. Damn. So yeah. Is there anyone that has questions? Anyone that wants to give feedback? Literally anything that you feel like sharing in this moment, like let me know. I think you
Me,
can unmute yourself. Yeah, cool.
I just did.
That's cool, babe. Let's go.
Right. So the first thing I want to say, I mean no negativity by this, right? But Naomi shouldn't have to mute everyone for everyone to know to stay muted. So I would ask, just in case of next time, just please be mindful, because
Yes, please.
using her time she's using her time and sharing with us, and she didn't force anyone to be on this call, and we did come. So I just ask, like, in case of next time, just be a bit more mindful, and be respectful.
Thank you.
And then what I wanted to say, thank you so much. I did need this. I needed to pick me up, especially now that everyone's at home and we're all, you know, yeah, like I've been doing a lot more personal development